Hello everybody, welcome back. It's me, your old pal Orpheus, with another adventure here on Orpheus Plays. We're playing Blade and Sorcery again today. This is the PC version, so there's going to be more stuff on the map and more people coming out. So hey, we're going to have a good time today. I'm going to be talking today about what I think is going on with the world. I think we've lost our sense of humor. So we're going to try to help with that today, just a little bit with some silly stuff. I'll beat up some NPCs. Come along with me for the ride. We'll have a little bit of nutty fun here. And yeah, let's kick things off. I'm doing the Warzone mode today. This is where a bunch of people come out and fight, and they could kind of care less about me unless there's nothing else going on. I'll just kind of distract them and take cheap shots at them as they fight each other. So, let's kick that off. Like I said, I hope you're doing well today wherever you are, whether it's day, whether it's night, whether it's yesterday or today or tomorrow or whenever you're here. If it's yesterday, please tell me the secret to time travel because, you know, I'd like to go back in time to a little bit of a, I don't know. Like I said, what I want to talk about today is like, I think the world has lost its sense of humor. We're not going to count that one, by the way, as our first kill of the day. I did not do a slow motion kill today, and we're going to do one with the Seraphine sword. This is one of the new mods that's out. It's the fantasy weapons one. So let's see what kind of mess this thing does. In 3, 2, 1. Back at you. Did that do anything? Ooh, does this... What does this thing do? Oh, it's just generally badass. That's what it does. There's your traditional slow motion kill group of the day. Oh boy. Oh, and Destiny 2 fans, or Destiny fans, this is the Ace of Spades. This is Cade 6's gun from Destiny. It's kind of cool. It doesn't work quite as I expected, but good on you, developer, for this one. This thing is pretty sweet. It functions like a gun, and unlike most of the guns in this game, this one actually seems to be a lot more realistic. It feels more realistic and stuff. What's with the sparkling? Hey, bro. I am so terrible at this. Oh, well, she took care of it for me. Let's see, can I get this to load up? What's it gonna do? Alright. Get her. Yeah, but anyway, it seems... What? The bullet snapped back at me. This is weird. It seems like the world has lost its sense of humor. And I don't know when it happened, really. You know what I mean? Like, when did the world, like, collectively not get a sense of humor? I think it may have been... And this is the Seraphine dagger. Oh, yeah, you like that? Oh, yeah. But I think the world, like, kind of lost its sense of humor, I'd say almost, like, 20 years ago, right? I think it had something to do with 9/11, honestly. When that happened, when we discovered that, like, the world was a lot more serious than we expected it to be, right? Because a lot of us... Oh, an elven bow, by the way. A lot of us... Wow, dude, you beat me to it. Oh my god. But I think around 9/11 is when things started to go bad. Like we lost our sense of humor. Our idea that we could just laugh at things, right? Oh, there were a lot of movies and a lot of skits and stuff, wow, on TV, and a lot of ideas for entertainment and stand-up comedians and stuff that just kind of went away, right? When 9/11 happened, it all just kind of stopped being a thing. Like, humor kind of disintegrated. I don't know, is that something that you've noticed? If you're old enough that, like, you remember 9/11, or you were around during that time, right? Did you notice that, like, no one wanted to be funny anymore? Everyone was so, like, careful and, like, didn't want to offend anybody, and it was just... I don't know, it felt very different. And, like, one of the things that I'm talking about here is movies, right? Movies have gotten to the point where there's no sense of humor. Like, okay, so go look at a movie like, well, anything by Mel Brooks, okay? So start with Mel Brooks. Hold on. One sec. I'm busy. 1 second. So start with something like Mel Brooks. If you go and watch any of his movies... Ooh, that's brutal. I like that. These days, you couldn't make a movie like that, right? Like, it'd be impossible. You'd have people protesting. You'd have people that were just absolutely horribly offended. There would be social media campaigns. There would be, like, petitions on change.org and everything. Hold on, I need these. There's so many weapons in this the Ultimate Fantasy Pack. I really suggest you go pick it up. It's pretty cool. Let's see, Northern Morningstar. Let's get a Morningstar, and the Morningstar's stuck. There we go. But like, there'd be social media campaigns, there'd be news stories about it, and it's not like it's all horrible, right? There's some misogyny, and there's a little bit of stereotype racism, and I know, we're in this period of time where everything's woke, okay? Woke is cool. It allows everyone to feel accepted and needed and equal and everything, but I think we've lost sight of kind of what is humor and what humor does, okay? So, ew. Wow. So as someone that did morning show radio for a long time, I have discovered that there's like an essence to comedy. And there's a need for comedy, right? The need for comedy comes from something that I've talked about before, which is being able to laugh, right? Laughter is so important in this world. And you'll hear that cliche from women like, what's the most attractive thing you want in a man? And ew, a lot of them will say humor. You want someone that can make you laugh, right? And I get that, right? As someone who's been funny my whole life, I've seen that it can open doors, that it can ease, tensions and all sorts of things. Wow. What's going on here? You have been sentenced to death, sir. But it seems, wow, like everything kind of went away. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but laughter is always the key to de-stressing, to feeling better about yourself. And I think since we've lost that idea that, like, we're poking fun at people, right? Let's see here. And smash! We poke fun at people, and when it used to be more of an accepted thing, right? And if you want a good example, the Redneck Comedy Tour, all right? That kind of stuff. You had, there were other ones. I forget what... There were comedy tours that were, like, specific, like cultural groups. Like, you have, like, Showtime at the Apollo, which is incredible stuff. If you've never seen Showtime at the Apollo, it's done at the Apollo Theater, as the name might suggest, and as far as I remember, I haven't seen it in a very long time, but what this setup of it was kind of like the Gong Show. If you're not familiar with the Gong Show, there's talent acts that come out, and there's a like a panel of judges, and if the talent act comes out, and it can be anything like spinning plates or stand-up comedy or whatever, any kind of thing like that's a talent. Take that. And so if they get to a certain point during their performance that the judges don't like them, they will, one of them will get up and go over to a gong and bong and like get them off stage. Well, at Showtime of the Apollo, there is no judge group. Okay, the judge group is the audience, and so it's the same thing. Someone can come out and do just about anything, and if the crowd doesn't like them, they'll all start booing, right? And then what happens is a guy will come out with a cane and actually like take them off stage, just like the old vaudeville stuff. Oh, drunken bar fight, bitches. And so they'll actually like take them off stage with a cane and stuff. It's absolutely amazing. But that's what I'm talking about. We used to have a sense of humor, and then it kind of went away, which is sad because, like I said, laughter is so important in our development and our ability to survive, right? And the reason I brought up the Redneck Comedy Tour and, Showtime at the Apollo, stuff like that, is because, wrecked, look at all the blood, oh my god, is because that started to become the only place where we could have a sense of humor about things, right? So the concept that I'm going for is like, it started to morph into, Asian people telling jokes about Asian people, and black people telling jokes about black people, and rednecks telling jokes about rednecks. And it was because the concept was, well, if it's you that you're making fun of, it's okay. I mean, I get that, but I think it's part of like capitulation. If you don't know what that word means, it's like you just kind of give up because of overwhelming odds. I think it was like, that's what it was. Like, society had lost its sense of humor completely. And so what happened is, instead of offending people, oh, you're all wrecked. How you like me now? How you like me now? Yeah. I think, but what happened is, humor went away. And so in order to still have it, some people were like, well, if I do jokes that are more centered on me, I can't be labeled as a racist or a misogynist or whatever, right? Think about this. What's his name? Oh boy, Tim Allen, all right? Home Improvement. The guy that's, that guy, he's, could you imagine his humor now these days? And I'm not talking about like when he goes and fills like a local comedy club or something, right? I'm talking, could you imagine Tim Allen's humor these days? It would, there would be full-on protests about like, oh, he's so misogynistic, it's horrible. Let's get in here and do a little swipe kill. One for you, and you, and you, and a little bit for you, sir. Have some sword, and a little bit of bash action. Oh, Superman. Not exactly what I intended to do, but there we go. But I think after that, like, even that started to become taboo, right? And I think now, like, YouTube has kind of contributed to this is a weird weapon, and I think I will no longer use it. I think YouTube and online comedy is kind of, I'm not going to say the reason it all went bad, but like things like, what was it? Funny or Die, I think. I've never actually seen a Funny or Die skit, strangely enough, right? And I'm going to talk about it. But from what I understand, Funny or Die was like, they had celebrities that would do things. Have some Trident. Oh, they would have celebrities that would do things. They would have, it was like basically what? Short form comedy? But it was how they were trying to replace, like, I guess a combination between stand-up comedy and TV shows, and I don't know. The idea though is like, when people started trying to be funny on the internet, it started turning into this niche thing, right? Where it was like, oh, if you want to laugh at fail videos, right, you go to fail videos. Well, folks, guess what? Fail videos are not new. We had America's Funniest Home Videos for a very long time. What is going on here? Aquaman, the unreleased scenes. There we go. There we go. Oh, is she dead? I hope so. God. But like, America's Funniest Home Videos was things that were genuinely funny. And as the name might suggest, they were home videos by people. They were actually like, people with a big old camcorder. Or as time went on, it was, smaller and smaller digital cameras. But the idea was that they were genuine, goofs, genuine things that went wrong that were on video, and people, were entertained by it. Well, as you go along, as we lost our sense of humor, people started to create the humor. So you had, prank channels, right? They were all the rage. There's still, there's a lot of prank channels that are still a thing. But like when they started happening, fake humor, right? You had people that were like, oh my God, he went up and he grabbed that girl's butt. Well, you find out a lot of those weren't real, right? I mean, there are some, and we all know some of the ones who they were, that were doing that for real, and that was really wrong, right? But a lot of it started turning into fake, and you get like Fail Army. Okay, Can you tell if those fail army videos are real or not? I mean, some of them, right? There are some that you see that are like, oh god, I hope that guy actually lived through that one, right? But there are a lot of them that you know are like, oh my god, I was walking through my kitchen and there was some butter on the floor. Whoop! Right? Okay. So stuff like that. I think that kind of ruined humor even more. And wreck this guy. And wreck this lady. Wreck this woman. Wreck this person. Oh no. Wreck him. Who's left? Just a pile of bodies. Let the bodies hit the floor. Anyway. Yeah, but I think now humor has morphed into stuff like this, right? Ooh, Unity engine. Woo. Where it's like, you know, you find things that are genuine. And I'm glad to see that a lot of humor is coming back this way instead. Like, I hate to brag, but I think that a lot of the stories that I tell are entertaining. I mean, I hope so, right? Are they? Please tell me that they're entertaining, right? But I think a lot of them are entertaining. And I've seen a lot of channels on YouTube that are very much very much the same in terms of like, the funniest ones are people that just are genuine. They're real people telling real things about their lives or talking about real issues or real anecdotes, you know, real actual funny things that happened to them. Amazing. Take that. One for you. Have some of that. One for you. Have some Trident. Just lightning everywhere. It's like fighting Thor. What's going on back here? Oh, crouching tiger, hidden lightning. You like that? But, like, going back to the woke thing, are you someone that understands the woke movement, right? Is that something that resonates with you? Do you feel like there's adequate representation being given to everybody? But before you answer, oh yeah, that's a great thing. It's good to have all of, you know, everyone represented and everyone given a fair chance. Do we really think that that's what this woke movement is all about, right? Do we really think that... I don't know. I don't want to get too controversial, so I'm not going to go into any details or anything specific. But I think that we've started to single out and make everybody want a parade and a certificate of achievement, right? We've gotten to the point where, what? Excuse me, I am talking to my friends here, sir. What's going on with my arm? But I think we have gotten to the point where we single out and celebrate every single small group. But what that does is it makes it so the average person or someone that's not in a group that's being recognized as special, right? What is going on here? Stretch Armstrong going on. See if I can... Oh, I saved you from your misery. There you go. There you go. Back to the elven bow. But when we single out and celebrate every small group that we like to have a little bit of favor with, right? And it could be, let's say it's people that like to eat cotton candy on a Tuesday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. And that will be the group that we're going to celebrate and single out. Okay? Now, what does that mean? Well, it normally means these days, that the people who eat cotton candy any other time of the day that isn't specific kind of lose out on being special, right? On being treated the same, which is kind of the weird part. Oh, can I even catch her? Can I? No, I'm not going to be able to. I got stuck. Oh, and she fell outside anyway. But... But I think the problem is that when we single out and show people that your specific group is amazing and fantastic and you deserve all this praise and everything, don't get me wrong, all right? People deserve praise. People deserve love. People deserve to be respected and accepted, all right? That's what I'm saying. The thing is, though, a lot of us get left behind because everyone is exemplary. Everyone is amazing. Everyone is unique. Everyone has their own flair and their own style and their own way to... What the hell? Heads popping everywhere. Their own way to add their own special spice and flavor to the world, right? But what we're doing is again, just bodies flying everywhere, is we're telling specific groups of people that they're great and amazing while ignoring the rest of us that might not have as boisterous and as colorful of a uniqueness to us, right? So someone like you might not have a ton of things going on in your life that would be considered, I'm gonna have a parade and a party and my own website in order to celebrate me and what my uniqueness is. Well, not everyone has that, okay? Not everyone has something that is absolutely news story worthy levels of special, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think what happens, oh my God, I'm just steamrolling these people. I think what happens is a lot of us feel left out because of it, right? So do I think the woke movement is bad? No, I don't. I think it's great. But I think that it singles out people and leaves a lot of us feeling like we're not part of something. And I think that's why a lot of humor has gone away, because we don't know what to laugh at anymore. We don't know what's safe to laugh at, right? If you laugh at the wrong thing or you say the wrong thing, boom, there's a Wall Street Journal article about you, being this horrible, racist, misogynist, sexist, bigoted, whatever. And, on a channel like mine, boy, there are times when I'm telling a story and I have to stop real quick and go, do I say this word out loud? Do I talk about this concept? I don't know. Will I offend the wrong person? Is some big YouTuber who does something I don't know. I'll mumble it so it's not totally in the wind. Keemstar, right? If you do something and you say the wrong thing the wrong way, the fear is I'm going to suddenly get an email or a message from someone that said, oh, you were on this other channel and they're tearing you apart, and now, Reddit hates you and there's a Twitter battle about you. You're trending because you said some word or something, and it's like that. That's why I try to avoid all drama. I try not to talk about other channels or news or anything like that, except for light, stupid stuff. And it's because I think we've lost our sense of humor. So what do? What's the answer? I think the answer is to just, like I've said before, laughter is the key. Laughter is the secret. Invite people to laugh with you. Invite people to enjoy silly stories about your life and things that, a lot of great stories come from your parents and your grandparents and your relatives and stuff. Talk to them about their lives and about their stories. If there are interesting or fun things that you like from those stories, share those with other people. Start laughing. And for God's sake, don't go for clickbait stuff that you think is going to entertain you and make you laugh, because you're just going to end up being pissed off by the end of it. Because let's be honest, 90% of the stuff that would be considered clickbait is not going to be satisfying. You're going to click it, you're going to watch a couple minutes of it, and you're going to click off of it going, well, damn it. Ugh. So find things that are genuine. Find things that you can enjoy. Find things that you can get a little bit of a shelter from everyday life, and that's what humor is. For me, I watch MASH and stuff like that. Yes, the old TV show about the Mobile Army Surgical Hospital back in the late 70s and 80s. That's a great show because the humor is just genuine and real. Yes, there's some stuff that wouldn't be time appropriate in terms of the woke, movement. But if you can get past that, see it contextually, see it how it was at the time, and just be able to let yourself smile and enjoy it and not worry about the judgment of others when it comes to that. Anyway, that's my little episode today. The world has lost its sense of humor, but you can help get it back. You right there. With your smile, with your attitude, and with the great things that you have going on in your life. Anyway, we will see you on the next... What? We will see you on the next episode of Orpheus Plays. Be good to yourself. You know why? Because you deserve it. All right, see you later. Bye!